Whit's first time we've really talked to you. How does it feel to be a true freshman and be able to come in and make such an impact for the defense?
It feels good. I mean, playing in Death Valley has always been a dream of mine, so playing in front of 100,000 people really is a big difference from high school. And coming in the fall camp, you know, I was running with the twos, not really running with the ones, but I knew that if my time came, I'd, you know, make the most of it.
Well, what's it like kind of being thrown in there in the starting lineup, and how's it feel to play with your brother?
Playing with my brother is awesome. I mean, back in high school, my sophomore year, his senior year, was the most fun I've ever had playing football. And I knew whenever I made a mistake, he was right there to help clean it up, so it was real easy playing with him. And, you know, growing up with him, we have good chemistry out there on the field, so I love playing with him. That's one of the main reasons why I came here.
So what were you two like growing up? You fight in the back seat? What was, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you know, as little boys, we were pretty rough. We would fight all the time. I mean, I don't know how my mom survived because she was always screaming at us while she was driving because, yeah, you're right in the back seat. We'd get after it. And out on the field playing together, we'd roughhouse.
Tell me about your family. Is your dad's a coach, right?
Yes, sir. He coaches offensive line at my high school. Okay. And he played center at Georgia back in the 90s, the early 90s.
So he wasn't specifically coaching your position,
No,
but he was around.
Right. And youth ball, he was always our head coach. So, I mean, I grew up with him, my coach. He was always toughest on me and my brothers.
Y'all going up against another strong offense with Jackson Dart under center. So what's it like going up against somebody that's a powerful quarterback, and how is y'all plan to really attack him and get after it?
Yeah, Coach House has a real good game plan. You know, they're a fast offense, so we've been working tempo out at practice today, and you really just got to eliminate the big plays with them.
Look, you mentioned you're from Georgia. Your dad coached out there. What was it about LSU for you and your brother that really brought y'all here?
Well, for Wes, you know, coming out of the portal, it was either here, South Carolina, USC, and I think he really just loved it down here, loved the food, the place, because he actually took a visit, like a midweek official here, I guess January of 22, and I remember texting him and being like, oh, so you're still going to go to South Carolina? He's like, dude, LSU is the place to be. And then they offered me, I took some visits down here, and ultimately I tell people, it's the place, the people, and the football. I mean, the place, it's beautiful. I love the campus. It's not that far from home. It's pretty far, but it's still drivable. And then the people, of course, everybody in the building's just awesome. Right when I got here, I fit right in with everybody. And the place, I mean, who wouldn't want to play in Death Valley? I mean, last Saturday was the coolest experience of my life.
Describe that feeling whenever you ran out into Tiger Stadium, first SEC home game, 100,000 fans screaming. What was that feeling like for you?
It's a feeling that I've never had in my life. Running out the tunnel, you can't even feel your body. Like last week against Mississippi State, the first play, I couldn't feel my legs because it was my first start, so I was real nervous, of course. And then this week here at home, I knew it was going to be a totally different ball game because, you know, it's a different level here than anywhere else. But, I mean, being out there, once I kind of got comfortable with it, the crowd was loud. It was awesome.
How difficult or easy was it for you to really pick up on the defense that Matt House had in place whenever you got here?
It was hard. I mean, thank goodness I came in January, because if I wouldn't have came in January, I probably still wouldn't know it. Spring ball, all the meetings we got in March and April and even May really is what helped me learn, and then all the extra meetings I get with all the assistants and GAs, it really helps me learn because it's totally different than high school. High school, you got 2 coverages. Here, you got so many coverages you have to know, so many different assignments you got to know. So it's a totally different ball game.
What's it like playing next to Greg Penn, and how are you guys starting to kind of, you know, play off each other and get the chemistry?
It's awesome. He helps me a lot because he also played Will. And then when Omar went down, he moved to Mike, and I started playing Will. So he knows both positions. So whenever I don't know, I'll just look over and be like, Greg, what do I got? And he'll just tell me what I have. And then, because, I mean, there was a few times out there last Saturday, I was like, are we bossed over? Are we not? And he helps me out a lot.
Coach talked about maybe simplifying, or everyone do their 111, don't try to do too much.
Right.
How do you guys need to improve moving forward collectively as a defense?
Yeah, in our meeting this week, we were talking about everybody has to do their 111th in order for us to, take it to the next step of defense, because, you can't pop your gap in the run game, especially against this running back, because, he's one of the best running backs in the country. So we know we got to play sound run game. And then in the pass coverage, don't, Coach House says chase the cheese. Don't chase under routes. Stay in your drops.